Welcome to the podcast, Dreamy Cappuccino, where stories, musings, and memoirs fill your cup with inspiration. Get your headphones on, find your favorite chair, and close your eyes. It's time to hit the reset button, and for this hot, foamy cloud of caffeine to take you away on a journey into your imagination. It's time to wake up and go to dreamland.
Cloud Nr.9 and the Professional Shitholders. The professional shitholder deals with other people's shit. That's because most people can't digest their own shit anymore. They can't handle it. It's simply too much for them. The professional shitholder, on the other hand, loves keeping together other people's shit, and it's one of the most highly paid jobs in this country. It's only fair, considering how much the professional shitholder has to work through on behalf of others. And because there aren't so many professionally trained shitholders, the few that exist have to work overtime constantly. They seriously deserve to earn shitloads of money, even though they'll never have the time to spend their well-earned fortune. That's the sad part of it. But they could leave it to their children, if they have enough time to find a wife and make children. But even that is very questionable. All in all, it's a very honorable job to deal with other people's shit. Because the people don't have to face it themselves anymore, and they can pretend to be white angels flying through the skies. At least in their thoughts. They don't have to reconcile their base emotions and other unwanted things which exist in their lives. They neither need to deal with or feel through their own shit. They don't need to break their hearts anymore. They all can levitate to Cloud Nr.9, while the professional shitholders are doing their job, making it possible for everyone else to be on Cloud Nr.9. And even though the professional shitholders are highly paid, people love them as much as they do love their own dentists. The dentists and the shitholders' image are nearly identical. When it comes to popularity, they both lose out, although everyone knows how important they are for society. They get paid with an arrogant, dismissive attitude, while they are told at the same time how on earth they ever could have chosen such a job, keeping together other people's shit. They are told, I couldn't do such a dirty job dealing with other people's shit. And off they go back to Cloud Nr.9, far from their own shit. The professional shitholder mourns for the person who's lost a dear one, gets frustrated and angry for the person who's been treated unfairly. He is envious, he is anxious. In short, all the uncomfortable feelings caused by life itself are referred immediately to the professional shitholder to deal with. We don't say for nothing, these shitty emotions. Less and less of the feelings get a good rating and are dismissed as uncomfortable. Even feelings like joy get referred more and more often to the professional shitholder. Because joy holds vulnerability, the fear that the joy won't last for long. And now, it seems the professional shitholder is dealing more and more with the whole spectrum of emotions, these shitty emotions. People pay, as mentioned before, humongous amounts of money for ridding themselves of any anticipated discomfort. They make themselves at home in the Olympus of the poor spirit, and they feel like being gods, and often they love to call themselves light workers. Respectively, some do. And they make it their task to bring the light to the professional shitholders, believing they must free them from their darkness. The shitholders who deal with the lightworkers' shit. Unfortunately, they are completely unaware that if the professional shitholders are no longer professional shitholders anymore, everyone, including the lightworkers, would have to deal with their own shit again. A catastrophe if one's whole life has been spent on Cloud Nr.9. When one has never learned how to face one's own shit and how to use it as a fertilizer so that new things may grow. Unthinkable if all remaining professional shitholders would strike at once. These shitty, unattended emotions would cause constipation, diarrhea, and even worse than that. And what would happen to the pure Olympus of the spirit? It would be left alone to its own devices on Cloud Nr.9, while everyone else was drowning in their own shit.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Dreamy Cappuccino. The story you just heard can be found in Anya Kirsten's ebook, Inappropriate Colors, 12 Story Delights for the Wacky Mind. All stories are written and narrated by Anya Kirsten, with music composed by Chelsea Edwardson. To learn more about their work and creative opportunities, check out the info on the podcast channel and be sure to subscribe. Lastly, don't hesitate if you have a moment to drop a line and share your experience. See you soon when it's time for another dreamy cappuccino.